Hello, everybody, and welcome. Major update for Weis Wave speed index, signals, and wave types. I thought before I publish this release to make a video so I can inform you, all Weis Wave speed index users. So, your host here, Panagiotis Diamantopoulos, or Takis. So what we'll do today is I will explain the new features because this is a major update on this presentation, and then we will go live and show you to you all the features live in TradingView. But before we start, let's read the risk warning. Trade the volume waves offers general trading advice that does not take into consideration factors such as your trading experience, personal objectives and goals, financial means, or risk tolerance. Keep in mind that past performance is no indication of future results. So let's start. Why this is major? Well, what's new? First of all, we got a new updated Bluetooth algorithm so you can get more accurate signals like these ones. Okay, the red ones and the blue ones. So that's feature number one. Feature number two, I have added one more signal, which is PUHDMD. Okay, this is a long uh, acronym, but you just have to remember the PU stands for push up on the first wave and hard to move down. It's the HTMD for the second wave. And this is for a long signal, and for a short signal is exactly the opposite. So it's a push down the first wave and a hard to move down on the second wave. So let me explain on the screen. That's a push up. This is the speed index is quite high. So it's the first time buyers start coming in, okay, and absorbing all the sell orders that we got a high speed index. And on the down move, we got again an abnormal speed index, which is a 29.6 compared to the previous ones. It's an abnormal speed index, that's why it's red. And that's a hard to move down wave. This means that it's more absorption, okay? Once the price goes down, there are more buyers coming in. So the signal will come out as soon as we break this level. And this is the signal right here that I'm talking about, the new signal. Okay. And let's see what happened of after this signal. So that's the result. Okay. We broke and we start going up. Let's go to number three. Three different wave swing methods on the new version. In the previous version 5.2, if I remember correctly, you had auto waves only. Now you got auto waves with a different algorithm, getting the swings much better. You have the manual wave, which means that you can set up your own points of direction change of the wave, meaning if you want, for example, you're trading Forex and you want the wave to change direction after 10 pips, you can set this to 10 pips and then the wave will change direction only if the price changes uh, by 10 pips. And the last uh, new swing method is the ATR methodology. Okay, so why all these three methods? Well, it's very simply in order to get better and more accurate wave swings. Okay, so because all instruments do not move the same way, and it's very important to get the correct volumes and the correct spin index numbers to get the correct swings, like in this one. All right. Number four, that's a big change. We have one-way synchronization of the wave shift swing methodology parameters from one indicator to the other. So what do I mean by that? You have two indicators. You have Weis wave with speed index signals and wave types. Okay, so now you only have to set up the parameters of the swing method only on this Weis wave with speed index, and then these parameters will be passed to the wave types. So every time you change a parameter in Weis wave with speed index, it will automatically be changed on the wave types. And I will show you live how to do that. It's very, very simple. Number five. Now, since you got many swing methodologies, on the right, it will be displayed the swing methodology that you have chosen. So in this case, it's auto waves, and also the sensitivity that you have chosen, plus the wave gap for change direction. So for example, if you want to switch it to manual, when you switch it to manual, okay, you have already a reference. If you want less wave, you have to put a larger number than the auto difference. The next feature is that I removed the bias from the display panel, and I have added the information of the wave volume, the last 30 waves that you see here, which is this is selectable, okay? It shows you how much was the up volume and how much was the down volume, okay? That's another reference to see where the volume is going. And last but not least is the added an auto divisor, okay? What's that? An auto divisor. So if you click this setting on the parameters, auto divisor, then the volume divide by parameter is not valid anymore. So the program is trying to divide automatically the numbers so you don't get huge numbers on your screen for speed index or volumes or something else. Okay, so if this, I try to put another divisor that will give you speed index numbers from 1 to 3 digits. Now, if for some reason, for some instrument, this doesn't work, you can go back to volume divide by the manual way, okay? So you just have to click this off. So since these are the six new features, and most probably I will release the indicator either at the end of this week or next week. So let's go and see them, some of these in the features live in TradingView. All right, so we are here. All right, so let me remove these indicators, the wave types, so I can show this to you live. What am I going to do? Okay, first of all, I told you about a new algorithm. Of course, I cannot show you the algorithm, but you see the signals of the algorithm. Okay, now the next thing is the new signal that we said, the push up and the hard to move down, which let me see if there is something here. I don't see anything here currently. All right. But it will appear same as the other signals. So let's go to one of the basic when you add the wave types, because it's very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to synchronize the two indicators. So I will start adding my wave types. Okay, I will add three of them. All right, three. All right. Now you will notice that on the left here there are no, it says close, 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 close. Okay, these are the four parameters we need to set. And how do we do that? We just double click on the indicator, and here on these four parameters, we will choose the exact what the name says here. So for example, when I press the combo box, I will choose the swing method. So swing method, with swing method, bar is coming from the Weis Wave with speed index. All right. The second one, I will choose the auto sensitivity. The third one, I will choose the manual points, exactly what it says on the left. Okay. And the third one, the RTR multiplier. Okay. And then for a wave type, okay, this is not synchronized. I will choose for my first indicator to be the pips. So we'll see the pips for wave swing, for waves. And now I'll go to the second indicator. Remember, you have to do this only once. You don't have to repeat. When you switch time frame or you switch pair or something like that, you just have to do this once and save it as a template. Okay, so manual and then ATR. So I chose the exact parameters corresponding from one indicator to the other. And wave type, I will leave volume. So done. You will see here that these are displayed. Okay, swing method index, auto sensitivity, manual points, and ATR multiplier. And let me also set up the last one. All right, again, swing method index, auto sensitivity, and manual points and ATR. All right, and here as a wave type, I will select the PVR. Okay, the progressive volume rate. All right. Okay, so now I'm set. So now every time I change a setting on as far as the wave swings on the Weis Wave speed index, it will automatically change. So let's do that. As I said, one of the other features is that on the right top corner, it shows you the settings you have selected, okay, and it shows the indicators, okay. So let me change this to a manual, for example, okay, which means fixed direction change for the waves. So I will switch, as you can see on the Weis Wave Speed Index. Now you got the three choices, all right? 0 is for the auto waves, 1 is for the manual, 2 is for the ATR, which is a method of auto waves, the ATR. So I will choose the manual, okay? And I will choose on the manual section the wave difference. So it says, the auto wave says here that the change direction is at 230. So if I go below 230, okay, I will get much more waves than what I have here. So let me go to 120. Okay, let me go to 120. All right. No, less waves. Okay, less waves. But all the indicators have changed to manual and 120. All right. Now, if I want more waves, I need to decrease this number. I think, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yes. So I did it to 60. Now I get more waves. So that's the manual wave. So every time I change time frame, this doesn't change because it's fixed now. But on the auto waves and the ADR, everything is calculated. All right. So let me also switch the methodology of swings and go to the auto sensitivity. Let's go back to the auto sensitivity, the auto difference here. So, all right, as you can see, it's changing. There we go. We got new waves, and the auto sensitivity is 12. If I want less waves, I need to decrease this number. I will make it 6, for example. All right. So right now the indicator will become more insensitive and I got less waves. If I want more waves, I will increase it to, I don't know, 34. It goes up to 50. Okay. I didn't get too much waves, but I got it somewhere in the background. Let me go to 50. So what's the goal here? What's the target? See, I got much more waves now with 50. The target is to get the proper wave swings. Now, with this setting, there are too many waves, okay? Almost every 1 or 2 bars, you get a wave in certain cases. This is too many. It's to get the right swing. So from here to here, it's one wave, all right? So this is not the proper setting. So I will go back to 12 where I had it. Sorry, and not here, here on the auto sensitivity, and my waves are fixed. If I think that is not fixed, okay, and I don't care about the waves happening 5 days back. I'm just looking what's happening recently. Okay, this is what I care about. And let's look also at the ATR. All right, methodology. So I will switch this to number two methodology, which is ATR. And now if I want to change the settings of the ATR, I can change the ATR multiplier. So I will start with 1, for example, to see what's going to happen. See, I got less wave, but I'm losing a lot of swings. Okay, and these swings could be valid signals. So what do I need to do is decrease the ATR multiplier. On the right here, it shows you that you are using ATR mode, okay, and the multiplier is 1. And all this is passed to the other indicators, so all these waves are fixed automatically. In the previous version, you had to adjust all these three, so you had to do 4 adjustments. Now you got to do only 1. All right, so let me increase the number to decrease the number to get more waves. Okay, now I got more waves, and as you can see, I got one more signal here, one more signal here, which is not work out, and this signal was there before. All right, so I'm switching back to auto waves. Yeah, that's the one I prefer, but if it doesn't cut it and I don't get the waves correct, I will switch to ATR or even manual. Okay, let me show you one trade I took today. It was this one. Okay, this is a double short signal. It's a Wyckoff updraft and Bluetooth reversal short. Okay, if you know my lesson 15 methodology, I placed a VWAP, I waited to cross or to touch, and then get on the signal. So this trade was closed somewhere around here because of resistance level. Maybe I should not, but it did close. So what else? What else? What else? Okay, as I said, here it's the up and the down volume. It measures the waves, the up wave volume and the down wave volume, and it adds up for the last 30 waves. So if I want to change from the last 30 waves and make it less, it's the setting right here, average wave back. So if I make it 12, I will get for the last 12 waves. Okay, let's update. There we go. For the last 12 waves, the down volume is still much higher than the up volume. All right. What else do I have to say about these new features? The auto divisor that I said, it's right here. Okay, it's below speed index. It's this one. So right now the program calculates the speed index numbers, how large they are automatically. Now, if I take it off, all right, as you can see, the speed index number changed. And now I can use this, the volume divide by, to make them smaller or larger. So if I want to make them smaller, let's say I can add two zeros, so will be divided by a bigger number, and we will get much smaller speed index numbers. But in order to change all the stuff, from changing from timer to time frame, or from instrument to instrument, I decided to add this feature, so it does this automatically. Okay, so if I change time frame, all right, you will not see the same numbers, but it will be automatically done right here. Okay, I go to the 2 hour. All right. Okay, so basically this is it. Um, Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. I hope you enjoy this video and enjoy the indicators with new features. Most probably, I need to do a full overview and a full detailed explanation of the indicators again because it has been a while. So it might be the next video coming up. So enjoy and thank you for watching.